and welcome to Mikey Finds Figures. This is episode number 3 of collecting Star Wars. In today's episode, we are going to make a complete Darth Vader figure. You guys have already known, if you went back and you've watched episode number 1, that I already own one Darth Vader that just has the cape, and at the moment just has a reproduction lightsaber. We're going to replace that with an authentic one. We're going to jump into that right now. Okay, so I apologize, you guys. I did not wait for you guys to open this figure. I opened it up off camera, but mainly because I wanted to check this new figure, do all the legwork, and make sure that this was going to be an authentic Star Wars lightsaber. So this figure on our left is the figure that I've already had. Pretty obvious that this is a reproduction lightsaber, and I did a lot of legwork using a couple sites like the Variant Villain and the Imperial Gunnery to go through and double check the figure that I just bought and make sure that it was all authentic. Now, you can just tell by looking at this with the shade of the red that it's obviously a fake. So we're going to eliminate that. And we're going to look at the new one. Okay, so the new figure, he's missing the cape, but he does have an authentic lightsaber. It is missing the very tip that was broken off. That's okay. I honestly don't like them tips anyways, and my Obi-Wan is also missing that, so they match up very nicely. Okay, so we're going to take both figures here. We're going to compare some stuff a little bit. First things first, I'm going to take off this vinyl cape very, very gently because it already has a tear in it, and I don't want to make things worse.
Not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
So typically, just take the arms back, and it will slide right off. You can see there is a pretty substantial tear, but it is still connected right now, and I don't want to ruin that. So we're going to set the cape off to the side for the time being, and we're going to kind of compare. I mean, the paint app on the lights looks really, really good. And these were both, I'll put pictures up of everything so you guys can see like the serial numbers and everything. It did appear to be like same factory and everything. This figure looks really, really good color-wise. This one earlier, and I don't know how much of it will show up on camera. Possibly once I get them side by side, if I zoom in. Very hard to tell with the lighting, even with it in the light box with nice bright lights on it. It's very hard to tell that this figure to the right actually has a little bit of fading. It's not as nice deep of a black as the figure on the left. Probably a little bit of like sun damage or something, possibly. But both of them have very nice head sculpts. They're both really good and clean figures. And I'm going to actually take this figure and repurpose it. We're going to put it back on eBay and recoup some of our costs for the overall cost of this figure. So since we're going to keep this one, we'll set it off to the side for a moment with the cape, and we will remove this lightsaber. Slides out very easily. We'll set that figure off to the side, and we'll insert it into the figure we're going to keep. There we go. And now I am going to push that back up temporarily just to get the cape back on. So here we go. We have a complete Darth Vader 1978 Kenner Star Wars 100% original and authentic with a lightsaber and the cape. Quick view of the back, and you can see that little bit of tearing, and that's really why we're not going to fold that vinyl down. We know that Vader's cape does not stand up like that, but I am just too nervous that I'm going to damage that cape further. So really, there's only one thing left to do, and that is take this figure and add it to the rest of the collection. Okay, so here we go. So we got Vader sitting there. I'm going to turn the camera off for just a second so I can kind of rearrange some figures, and we'll look at the collection as a whole. All right, so here we go. We've got all of our figures. We are up to 7 completed figures now. And I put Obi-Wan and Vader up on that top shelf where they can have a little lightsaber duel. So let's switch over here to the checklist, get it added in, and see what our financials look like. All right, you guys, so we've got pages opened up. You can see I've already marked this from a Y over to an X, so it is 100% complete now. And the cost, we are all in at $44.92. That is including the original $24 that I spent on the figure that we actually kept, the one that had the cape. And the other figure that I bought from eBay was $20.92. That's where we're coming up with this $44.92 for the current price for now until we put our loose figure with no cape and no lightsaber on eBay and recoup some of our cost on that. And then in a future video, I will change that price and show you guys what that value would come out to be then. All right, but anyway, so for the 7 figures we currently have in the collection, you can see $227.89. That comes out to $32.55 per figure currently. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this 3rd episode in my collecting Star Wars figures journey. The next video, I believe, is going to be, well, it's going to be one of 2 things. I kind of have this planned out. We're either going to deep dive into um, the number software, but I think before we do that, we are going to do a video of adding the accessories to some of the loose figures that we have that just need like a blaster, so we can get like another like 2, 3, 4 figures added into the collection, and then we'll do that deep dive into pages like 2 videos from now. But go back and watch episode number 1 and episode number 2, and I appreciate you guys, and I can't wait to see you again with episode number 4.